Go.
Good morning, everyone. It's Cindy and Wendy here from Claire's Corner in Airdrie, Alberta, and we are the Social Sisters. Welcome back to our second podcast. Got lots to talk to you about today, so let's just jump right in.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to just start with a little life chat.
Sure, we can.
Not a lot's gone on, though. It's blizzarded, it's stormed here. I haven't been in town for 3 or 4 days because of the weather and the roads. We were going to podcast yesterday, but...
Yeah, it's been pretty nasty. I don't know where you're watching us from, but the roads around Airdrie and Calgary are very slick. I went with my daughters on the weekend to a movie in Calgary. Only probably about a 20K drive, honestly, and it was just terrible driving conditions. Won't be doing that anytime soon again until the weather passes a little bit, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. I can't believe it's already January 31st. It is the last day of January already, and we're moving into February, and that's crazy to me. It was a whirlwind of the month here at the shop and at home, and I'm lucky. I've had my daughter home for almost a week now. She's been home visiting. And she's been going through crochet. We went shopping yesterday for some more yarn. She had more projects to work on. I only started her, just so you know, I only started my daughter on crochet at Christmas time. She was home at Christmas time, and she wanted to learn another hobby. She already painted and drew and things like that, but
now she's a crochet junkie.
Now she's a crochet junkie. And I think that her partner out there, Erin, says she's got quite a bit of yarn, so
good for her. She's
spread everywhere.
Go, Jess, go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, so, but it's been a good visit, and other than that, not much going on. It's just been cold, staying inside. I go between the shop and the house and stay warm right now, so.
But it's warming up, so.
It is warming up. Yay. It's only -9 today. It's a very pleasant morning, so.
Yeah, it is really nice, so anyways.
And I got new glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I got blue glasses.
They are good. I like those. My new glasses are coming in about a week, but
nice.
I didn't go, you know.
You didn't go color?
No, I like yours.
I stepped outside of my comfort zone.
Good for you.
It was either going to be red,
yeah,
or blue. And I put out
those are fun.
I put out a message to my sisters, because that's how we always vote on these things. We're quite funny that way. And and the blue was the winner. So
it was, yeah. I like them.
I'm quite happy with them. Yeah. But
they're fun and funky.
I'm keeping up with the times.
Yeah.
And I got a new fresh haircut since then from our friend Tammy. Thanks, Tammy. I love my hair.
You have to go do that too.
I'm feeling good today.
Good for you. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to, one of the other things I wanted to do was just pose a little question for everybody, because it's the new year and we're a month in now. Do you set New Year's resolutions? And if you do, share them with us in the comments and stuff. Oh, and also, if you're watching this, if you like us, could you please like and subscribe? Because, you know, it helps us find more followers and all, or get more followers and all that fun stuff. So puts us out in the big old YouTube world.
Did you set a New Year's resolution?
No, I don't do it.
See, I used to set New Year's resolutions all the time, and I stopped.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, for me, you're setting yourself up for failure by setting a New Year's resolution. Yeah. So this is the first time that I didn't set a New Year's resolution. Yeah. I set goals for myself this year on new things.
That's I would think too.
On new things that I want to learn to do.
Yeah.
But I did not set resolutions. So.
Yeah.
And I don't have a timeline on anything.
No, me neither, because it's like a setup for failure, like you said. But I do have some goals. Some of those are to work through my stash with knitting and with quilting. So I think I set that every year. Yeah. But what the heck, hey?
And if it happens, it happens. And her stash just keeps growing.
Yeah. Both.
Her goal is to get it smaller, but it keeps growing.
Yeah. I know.
Speaking of your goal to get it smaller, but keep it going. Maybe some of you have heard, I'm segueing right into something else.
Nice. How professional.
I'm running a UFO challenge through the store this year, and I think it's pretty exciting. We've actually already had quite a few people sign up. It is anything. If you crochet, if you knit, if you quilt, if you sew, the only way that you need to join is you send us a before picture. But
I was going to tell you, I think we need to cancel the before picture.
Why?
Because that makes it harder for people. Just would trust you. Just, yeah.
Okay,
just let us know.
You don't need to send us a before picture. Yeah. So if you want to join, though, if you want to join our challenge, you can sign up. I do have a sign-up sheet at the shop. When you finish a project, you're going to send us a photo of the project when it's complete.
That works.
And that will automatically get your name entered into a draw for the end of the month. And at the end of every month, if from the names of the people who have finished a project, we are going to do a small draw for something fun. Who doesn't like a gift? Who doesn't like a gift?
Yes.
So to start this, I brought in some of my UFOs. Yeah.
Woohoo!
I have a rather large
Show and tell time.
So this is one of those extra large totes from 31 Gifts.
Yeah.
I think I actually got this from Steph Lum. Yeah.
She's
another Adronian and loosely related through marriage and family and all that kind of stuff. We got a lot of those around Airdrie.
Yeah.
So let's go. This is a table runner. So my daughter.
Oh, that's long.
The first time my daughter moved out was when she was 17. She's 25, gonna be 26 this year.
Yeah. Oh.
This was for her kitchen.
We'll do the.
I was really close to done. Did not get it done. That's on the list.
Number one.
This was this was a retreat that we did in Canmore or Banff?
Oh, one or the other.
Canmore or Banff, many years ago.
Long time ago.
I don't remember the pattern, but the top's done. I just need to
This is the same as the Moda challenge, isn't it?
Oh, is it the same block?
I think it is.
Do you know what, you guys?
I think it is.
Okay, I'm holding it up.
Okay. Yeah, here, we'll block ourselves so you can see. I'm pretty sure that is, yeah.
Yep, that's the same block. How funny is that?
And you didn't even know till now.
That I'm bringing this back out.
Yeah.
So there you go, Moda. There's my...
Yeah. It's an early, late one.
Both of them were late, but look, I have two then.
Yeah.
Because this is one I actually did up for the challenge. Now, this one was all Moda. This one is a mix of Moda and Lori Holt. Oh my God, look at that. It is the
identical.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny. This used Lori Holt's calico 5-inch charms. And then my background here is grunge, and this is grunge as well. So that's how I incorporated some Moda fabrics with the Lori Holt, Riley Blake stuff.
Very nice.
So that's hilarious. Oh my goodness. So as many
things you don't know. Things you find out.
I've got a ton of other UFOs in here, quilting UFOs. So let's just skip past those for a second, because as many of you know, I crochet.
Glad I didn't bring all mine. We'd be here all day.
I'm trying to remember when I started this. I think it was around 2019, and I'd always wanted to do.
That's nice.
Chevron.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember where I got this yarn. I think it was at Willow and Wool in Airdrie. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh,
yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not open anymore. They were fantastic little yarn shop. But
yes, so shout out to you guys. I still got your yarn and I'm still going. So anyways, I don't know, that's probably about 24 inches. I'm about 24 inches in, and I have about
really good.
8 balls of yarn left to go on this one. So this is
doubled over right now, so
it's really wide.
Yeah.
So one of my fallbacks is I'm terrible for following patterns. I just wing it. Mm-hmm. So when I started casting on, I hook, but when I started hooking on, I think I did 200.
Oh wow!
Stitches
on a what size crochet hook? Where was it?
Here somewhere. Did it fall out?
I just saw it.
Maybe it fell out.
It fell on me if it did. Oh no, it's in here.
Oh, it's stuck.
It's a nice thing with crochet, right? Other than knitting, you can just stop anywhere And it's only one stitch.
So number 4.
4 millimeter?
4 millimeter hook.
Yeah, 4 millimeter.
So it's been a project. It's heavy.
And it's ongoing.
It's heavy already.
Yeah.
Because width-wise, it's got to be 6 feet.
Oh my gosh.
And it's wool, real wool.
Yeah.
So it's hot to do. So
it feels
winter
really
months
nice.
only.
Yeah, but it
or
feels so good.
Outside, it is nice. It's a very nice one. Yeah.
Project number. Oh, I can't throw that one over there because it's hooked to your yarn.
And then and then I've got like another market tote. I'm partway through. I'll get there. I made it a little bit bigger because my daughter wanted a little bit bigger one.
Yeah.
We were going to tie dye this one again.
Oh, right.
Because actually the last one I didn't tie dye. I ice dyed.
Yeah.
I seen a
On
video.
Confessions of a Quilter or something. Oh,
Maybe
I'll have to
because she
figure
ice
out.
dyes her fabric.
She ice dyes fabric. Yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
You got to look it up. Just even if you look up ice dyeing, I'm sure you'd come across it. But
we're going to try to remember how to put, or learn, not remember. We're going to try to learn how to put notes at the bottom of the podcast here. So we'll link all the everybody we mention and stuff like that.
yeah,
If we figure it out.
it's a really cool process, anyways, to ice dye. And the last bag turned out perfect. I honestly don't know where it is. I think my daughter might have taken it.
Probably.
She takes a lot of my stuff once it's done.
Some of mine too.
It's true, she does. In fact, we did bags. We did a bag class recently, and she took
Where did
one
I
of the
put
bags.
that bag? I know I brought.
Did it got set aside? Maybe.
Well, I brought it here too. Oh, it's right beside you, down there on the
Oh.
floor. Yeah.
This one's done.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's about a total of 20 projects here.
Yeah.
I think. So I'm gonna work my way through them this year.
You go,
Even
girl.
though in January I think I did probably 5 new projects.
Yeah. Oh well. That's what, you know what? When you love what you do,
Yeah.
you do what you love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the whole point of this is enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a reason to pull your old projects out again and enjoy the process. We stitch everywhere. I know that we stitch when we're traveling. We stitch in hotel rooms. We stitch at home.
Car rides, camping.
We stitch everywhere. So, take your stitching everywhere.
Yeah.
Make
Enjoy it.
yourself a cute little
bag.
tote bag.
Yeah.
So we made these the weekend of the
22nd?
Yeah, 23rd.
22nd. I think it was the 22nd. This month.
This month. We had a class.
Yeah.
Can you see it now? Yes, you can. You can
Oh,
see
good.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
How
It's so
fun
cute.
are these? So for years, for me, I overthought bag making. And this is a Noodlehead Designs
It's a lined
pattern.
pocket.
So can you see? It's like a
She learned how to do a lined
yellow
pocket.
Yeah, I learned how to do a lined pocket. I learned how to do a zipper, and these zippers, what are they?
Emmeline bags.
Emmeline bags,
Yeah.
and they're acrylic?
Oh, no, nylon.
Nylon, thank
Yeah.
you. I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
You can sew over these,
Yeah.
no problem. And
Yeah.
it's so easy and it's wonderful.
Your machine doesn't even know.
No. And then it's a fully lined bag with another pocket inside.
Yep. They're
So,
awesome.
there were-
And this is a small size.
Yeah,
There's
this
large
is-
size.
Oh,
and
sorry.
then- that's okay. There's larger one, one larger one, and then, sorry, talk to the floor. And that's a small one. But
So-
they're great.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's probably about 10 inches by 12 inches. I'm sorry I don't have the pattern here in front of me. but-
Firefly tote, right?
Firefly tote. Project size, tote size was much bigger. If you go to our Instagram page, Claire's Corner, you will see one lady from the class did the tote size because she had it
Oh,
cut out
right,
for,
yeah.
I think she said at
A
least
while.
2 or 3 years she had it cut out and ready to go.
But hadn't-
Seen our class and came here to learn how to assemble it. So that was a lot of fun because we got to see how big the tote bag are.
Yeah.
This will actually fit inside of the tote bag. It's a decent size.
It's a good size.
It's a good travel
Yeah.
size. So
I like mine. I have two of these now actually, and a third one on the go. I think they're great for my knitting projects. I put all my knitting, and you can fit a lot in here because they're, once you put that up and stuff, it's a decent sized bag.
And I've had people
Zip
pick up
your
the
stuff
pattern
in.
to make lunch bags.
Yeah.
and
another gal carries it as a purse.
Yeah,
yeah,
to make them as purses.
Yeah.
They're nice. We got some really nice bags, depending on the fabric that you use or the materials you use. Because there was that wax canvas, and you've done canvas.
Some just do, yours is just cottons.
There was one in the class that was a dark denim.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
it was an actual denim.
Yeah,
like a heavyweight
an actual
denim.
heavyweight denim.
But gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful bags. So
and we did leather straps.
So if you've never done a bag before, and these are from
Her Leather Co. on Instagram. It's Elisa, I think.
Yes.
And she's called Her Leather Co. on Instagram and on, I think, her website too. Yeah.
The straps came already punched. So when we put the grommets in, we just had to punch the fabric to match, which was great. It made it quick and easy. So
once we bought a real punch.
We may have struggled. We had, the hammer, the awl. I think it's like an awl.
Yeah.
And a hammer. Yeah. And we were making tags at Christmas with our quilt group, the Half Square Quilt Club.
Poor girls.
And you should have heard the banging in here.
Some people were like, holy, because you'd hammer on this little punch thing to put a little hole, and you'd have to whack it, like really whack it. Right?
Yeah, we were just going through basically 1 or 2 layers of cotton and some quilter's canvas.
Yeah.
It was very thin compared to this.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
then Wendy bought a punch.
It was like a machine shop.
Yeah.
And then we got a punch. We bought a punch. And the funny thing about the punch, I wanted to get a heavy duty punch because we plan on doing more bags. And so I wanted to get a heavy duty punch. I found one on Amazon, which was great.
Yeah.
But then Cindy and I, was it just before the class or just after the class? So
after the class.
So we recently lost our father. Cindy's inherited a tool bag.
Yeah.
And
with tools,
because she would do little projects with Dad.
Yeah.
And so we go over to the house and we're sitting there going through some stuff, and she opens the bag, and quite literally sitting right on top was a leather punch.
Yeah. We thought it was a sign.
We think it was a sign. Dad was telling us, he was shaking his head, saying, "Oh,
girls.
Ladies."
Yeah. Oh well. Now we know. Now we know for next time.
That's right. That's right. So UFO challenge is on. Finish your project. Send us a picture, and we'll put your name in for a draw at the end of every month this year.
Woohoo! UFO challenge.
And we'll give you reminders throughout the year.
Did I bring UFOs? Not any that I've started last year, but I'll do that next time, because I did finish one. I had a king size quilt I actually finished, putting the borders on, so I'll bring that. That's at the Long Armors right now. And that was from a long time ago. Plus I have, well, as Wendy can attest to,
a lot of knitting projects.
Knitting
my
and
socks,
quilting.
Which are about 2 years old, probably coming up on
older.
3. I think we bought them at Stash. Well, it was definitely during COVID, because we went down to Inglewood, we parked at the zoo and walked across the bridge.
Yeah. It was nice.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
But I bought myself birthday socks, and I don't knit. I've since then found crochet patterns, and Cindy's found me some crochet patterns, but I wanted these socks, and they're like, the typical gray
marled yarn. It's from Leo and Roxy, and it's a marled yarn, and they're made, and then they have it's a full skein of marled yarn with red mini skein, so they're made to look like a sporty type, not sporty, like a,
if you're hiking, like a hiking
woodsy sock.
Yeah.
And I've got one done. But the yarn split's really easy, so it's kind of sat in the back burner for a while, but hey, I'll get to it. I'll finish it. I've probably made, since that, 30 pairs of socks.
She makes a lot of socks and a lot of mitts.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps the family warm.
Mm-hmm. And since, we're talking about knitting, I'll just show you one of my recent makes, because we're going to show knitting and everything on here. I made my grandson a sweater. He likes when Grandma knits some sweaters. So this one is I believe the pattern name is Crozon, Crozon, and it's striped. The pattern is a two color pattern, but as I was making it, Will's favorite color is blue. So I thought, well, I'll do the main color in blue, and then I added in the green, because I thought the green was a nice contrast. But when he saw it, he said, "Grandma, my favorite color is blue. I don't like green." So I was like, well, I thought it looked really nice, Will. And he's like, I don't like green, Grandma.
From the mouths of babes.
Yeah.
Will is very matter of fact. He's just adorable.
Yeah. He's 6 years old and knows everything. So I added in blue stripes at the bottom, but you know what? It kind of looks sporty maybe. I don't know. It's cute. And then the sleeves were striped in the pattern too, but I just did the dark blue. So the yarn.
It's beautiful and it's soft. It's so soft.
The dark blue yarn, it's worsted weight, and it's from Polka Dot Creek, and they are literally across the road from us, their shop. So
we could yell at them, hi, Shelly and Penny and girls.
Yeah, they're very close. Sometimes it's a walk away for me.
Yeah,
just to go over there. So they also have a podcast. It's called Easily Distracted by Yarn. So a little shout out to those girls. But yeah, so this is their navy in the worsted weight. These are Cascade 220s, I believe, in the worsted weight as well. So, but that's Will's little sweater, all done and ready to give to him in as much blue as you can have.
Woohoo! She's got to make room in the knitting world because pretty soon she's got to start knitting for another little pair of feet that are coming soon. So
actually, that little baby, I got another grandbaby coming in February, end of February. So for Christmas, I give all the girls in the family socks, hand knit socks. So Meg, my daughter-in-law, got little tweed cable socks. Not little, sorry, well, her foot's little, but the socks were cabled socks in a tweed, like a creamy tweed colorway. So I made the baby a matching pair of tweed cabled socks that were like literally this big. I don't know what that looks like to you guys, but it was little.
That's tiny.
Yeah,
that's tiny.
They were little tiny socks. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, you'll have to bring them next time and show them.
She's got them, but maybe I can grab them from her. They're so flippin' cute. So flippin' cute.
Aww.
So yeah, that was fun. But.
Right on. I also did some shopping for that baby, but I'm not going to say because in case Meg watches this, I don't know if she will, but she's home now nesting,
she's
so
home,
she may see this, and I don't want her to know, but darn it was cute. There's so much fun in baby shopping, let me tell you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get back to quilting. So now we'll start, well, let's talk about what we were talking about last month, maybe, first of all. Our block of the month that we're doing. There it is on the wall behind us.
We finished.
Yeah.
It turns out that it's good that we do a block of a month because it keeps us accountable.
Thank
goodness. These were January's blocks, Cindy's and mine, and these are February's blocks, Cindy's and mine. So
so just to refresh everybody, Wendy and I, the pattern is Redwood Manor by Pam Buddha of Heart Spun Quilts. We chose this pattern. We both really like the pattern, but what we're doing is, everybody's got different taste in fabrics and everything, right? So we decided to go with what we liked the most. So I basically am sticking to the pattern colors, the same colors that were in the original pattern, and I love those colors. And Wendy likes the brights and the, not even really brights, but just fun floral.
They're fun. Yeah, I just love them, the feel of them. They're art gallery fabrics. So I'm using a mix of art gallery fabrics within the same tones and values. Yeah. Changing it up a little bit, but this is basically my color palette here and will be throughout. It's 12 blocks. Each block is 16.5 inches, unfinished. So right now, that's what size each of the blocks are. We're going to be doing some sashing and some sashing.
Or some little stars for cornerstones.
For cornerstones, yeah. So it's fun, and I hope you guys will join in. We've got probably 8 people following along with us now, which is fun. Yeah. And if you're one of them, please send us your pictures so we can see what you're doing.
And I think we're going to set up a hashtag on Instagram. So if you want to post pictures of your progress on Instagram, let's just make up that hashtag right now. Let's call it Claire's, so it'll be hashtag will be KK Claire's Corner Redwood Manor. KK Redwood Manor. There we go. That's the hashtag. All one word, of course, on Instagram.
There you go.
Okay.
So I'll do ours. And I'll get ours on there, and then you guys can, if you want to search for them, you can. So again, that's hashtag KK Redwood Manor.
Yeah. So one other thing on this, I decided to figure out exactly what you needed per block in fabrics. So I like to play around with that stuff sometimes. So for your light print, so this is per block. So to make one block, you need 7.5 inches by width of fabric for all the lights. That'll give you for one block. You need 1 10-inch square for each of these. So a 10-inch square for this, or maybe you can see
this
better
is your Lemoyne star. That's the center star.
So you need a 10-inch square of each of those colors to make that block. And you need a 5-inch by width of fabric strip to make the carpenter's wheel around the Lemoyne star. So that's what you need. So you need 7.5 inches by width of fabric for your lights. You need 2 10-inch squares for your center Lemoyne star, and you need 5-inch by width of fabric for your carpenter's wheel around. So if you're just going block by block, because I think that's kind of what we're doing, right?
And doing a scrap buster. Yeah, we kind of are. Yeah.
So if that's the way you want to do it too, instead of buying yardage, you know, if you want to dig through your scrap, if you want to buy yardage, it's up to you. But I don't know. It just breaks it down a little bit, right? So it makes it a little easier if that's the way you're doing it. And if you like to plan each block as you go a little bit and lay them out.
Yeah.
If you're going on a retreat, it's a great way to pre-cut and then have it all as you go. So
and get them ready to go. The second one was much easier than the first one.
Oh yeah, it didn't feel like a million pieces.
If you watched us last month, me and my seam ripper became very well acquainted when I was doing the outside star. And I believe Cindy became well acquainted with her seam ripper as well.
This month for the inside star, I kept doing the flying geese portion backwards. So I'd have my red over here where it should be brown and vice versa. And it was like, oh, come on. But hey.
It happens.
I persevered and got it.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's why there's all sorts of jokes surrounding seam rippers, right? If you see me with a seam ripper, now is not the time.
I have that sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very true.
Sweatshirts, t-shirts, cups.
Yeah, you name it. Anyway, so that's that one. And then I am also doing, and I know there's some people doing this because we sold a bunch of books for it.
This
the
is
Patchwork,
such a nice one.
Patchwork Posies out of this book in full bloom. So I'm doing mine. You can do hand applique or you can do machine applique. I've chosen to do mine hand applique. I've made this quilt before and I loved it, so I'm making it again, but in different fabrics. So here's my first block.
Isn't it pretty?
Cute?
I like it.
So
she's done this before,
yeah.
And the fabrics that she used the first time are completely different. I'd say they're probably more in this range right here.
Yeah.
So, and the fabrics she's using this time are from the line Dwell.
Yeah.
By Moda.
Yeah.
And it's
Camille, Roskelley.
her background is linen.
Yeah, like it's the chambray. The chambray.
Oh, is it the chambray? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is the second block I'm working on. Isn't it cute? And it uses rickrack for the stems. The first time I actually made stems, I didn't use the rickrack, but we got the rickrack in actually here at the shop. So you just have to dye it. And
we do have the rickrack and the dye. So we brought both in exactly as the pattern told us so that you have the right stuff.
Yeah.
If you're following the pattern verbatim. So
I don't know if you can see that, but see, I didn't know really how to attach rickrack, so I did a running stitch with green thread. Kind of looks cute. So you do 4 of those, and then you'll do, it tells you in the pattern, so I'm not sure on the numbers right now, but a whole bunch of little tiny hourglass blocks, and then you put them together in groups of 4, and those are your little setting blocks, kind of. So anyways, yeah, so I'm working along on that. And I'm thinking, there is a hashtag for that, and I can't remember that off the top of my head, but it's in the last podcast, I believe. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to go backwards to go forwards.
Yeah, good one. And so my goal is to get that done for, late spring, early summer, because it would be a really nice quilt for a wall quilt for that time of year.
Yeah, a wall quilt, a table topper, definitely.
Yeah. Is my hair like a piece of hair out? It is. What the heck?
Squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Anyways, I will try to organize myself a little more as far as that goes too. But let's aim for late spring, early summer to get that one done, and post on Instagram if you have any finished pics you want to show, because it's fun.
Yes, has been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a busy sewing month. So, did any of you participate in the Moda challenge? So we popped up those couple of quilts that we did in January for the Moda block challenge. A lot of fun. It was a charm pack challenge, pardon me. The Moda charm pack challenge. There's a distinct difference between their block challenge and the charm pack challenge. A lot of fun. And so got a quilt done, and this month, February
challenge.
Their February challenge is 28 hearts in 28 days. It is called Moda Love and Hearts Quilt, but they've added 28 hearts.
Yeah. I didn't print out the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. If you look it up, anyways, it was on the Moda website, correct? Yeah. So it's on the Moda website. So Moda Love and Hearts Quilt. Finish size is 52 inches by 64 inches. And basically it takes the last month's, and it adds 28 hearts.
Around the outside of that.
Yeah.
It frames it.
Yeah. The uniqueness of their challenge is you can do that, or it's a 28 hearts month for the 28 days of February. So they're saying make 28 hearts any way you want. Crochet them, sew them, quilt them, hand stitch them, whatever.
Cut them out of paper, whatever. You can make like little paper chains with hearts, you know, little, what do you call those, swags?
Yeah, little swags.
Yeah.
Which is fun, right? Because so many of us don't just quilt. Yeah. And we don't just knit. We do so much more than that. So I crochet. So that's going to be my next challenge, is I want to try doing some crochet hearts. Yeah. So I thought that would be fun. The other thing is it's Heart and Stroke Month. So along with it being Valentine's, and I believe that theirs is a Valentine's-based challenge, which runs the whole month of February. Yeah. It's also Heart and Stroke Month. So for those of you who this cause is near and dear to you, it's kind of a neat correlation, actually, for it to run all month.
Yeah, it is.
So 28, right? 28 hearts in 28 days.
One heart a day.
I want to point out that it's not February 1st yet.
Wendy got 4 hearts done in one day.
4 hearts done in one day. How adorable is this? I'm
Get that up close.
Gonna bring this in for you.
Cute.
You guys, this was so much fun to do. It's 11.5 inches squared.
Total.
That's it. Yeah, it's a bitty one, but my goodness, it's fun. So it was this pattern here. It's called February Make It Mini. There's a pattern for every month, and that's this and that patterns. There's a pattern for every month. We have these in stock. I'm going to kit up exactly what you see here with the pinks, and it's really hard to tell. This almost looks black, doesn't it?
It does, but it's a beautiful...
It's called Cabernet, I believe. It's this deep, deep, deep burgundy eggplant sort of color. But...
it's one of our favorite colors in the shop.
Yeah, actually. One of our favorites. So I'm going to make some kits out of this. So keep an eye if you're interested in doing it the same way as me, or if you just want to order one of these online.
Or come in and get one.
Yeah, or come in and get one. We like to visit. We do like to visit, and we can help you pick some fabrics. Doesn't take a lot. 5-inch charm squares, pretty much for the majority of it. Yeah.
Quarter yard for background.
Yeah. And I just, again, my background is a grunge. I love grunge. I'm big on grunge, and I think grunge is a great background fabric.
Goes with everything.
So again, I did grunge as my background, and the rest of it is pretty much art gallery fabrics, just because I loved the pinks and the burgundies.
This is so pretty.
And the wine colors, and I just thought it was so soft and pretty for the heart challenge. So there you go, Moda. There is my first 4 of 28, and it's not even February 1st. I'm so proud of this because I just love it. Second mini ever, by the way.
Let's see if she can keep up with the other 24.
I'm going to try. The challenge is on now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I did most of it in one day.
Nice.
So,
very nice.
Yes, yeah, it was exciting. You guys will enjoy it. It was quick and fun. So,
okay. So a couple finishes that I had are almost finishes, and they weren't whips or anything. They were just for the shop and then for me when they're done in the shop. So don't have the binding, it needs to go on this yet, but this is out of,
Here, do you want me to hold that?
Yeah, this is out of Scraptastic 3.
Yeah. Tabletastic 3.
Tabletastic 3, sorry. By Doug Leko. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It just repeats itself. Table runner.
The fabrics that she used are Amelia's Blues.
Yeah. And they're stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is just a brown, Bella solid.
Yes.
In a brown.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's gorgeous. I love that brown. It's a very chocolatey.
Very chocolatey. And it's the same as within here, like this gold color. It's so stunning. And if you can see, if she holds it up a little closer, there's little bits of blue in there.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful fabric. I actually had a lady in on the weekend. We had a small retreat going on in the classroom area this weekend.
It's stunning.
And she brought in a fabric, and I can't remember how old she said the fabric was. She pulled it out of her stash as part of her UFOs.
Oh, okay.
And it matched beautifully with this. Beautifully.
Oh.
Yeah, it may have actually even been a Betsy Chichin fabric from a while ago, but the yellows were pretty much identical matches, which is kudos to designers for doing that through the years.
It's stunning fabric.
Yeah.
Beautiful prints. Beautiful.
Yes.
So that was one, and then here's another one. So, as you know, I have a grandbaby coming. So, it dawned on me.
She's not hiding her stuff like I am.
No. It dawned on me that I have to do, I've got a month to get some quilts done, really. And so I've done the blue. This is, in case it's a boy, because we don't know if we're having a boy or a girl. So
I love that. They didn't find out. So many people find out.
Yeah, so many
people want to know ahead of time, but they didn't find out. So.
Yeah, so it's a surprise, and I love the surprise. So this is simple plaid. Yeah, simple plaid. So this is like the fastest quilt you will ever do.
I'm going to stand up and hold it back a bit so maybe you guys can get a better picture of it.
Yeah, it's the baby size. Oh yeah, there we go. Just down a bit, Wendy, maybe? There. So it is 37 by 45. Such a fast quilt. I cut it one day and pieced it pretty much with the next day. It was all done and pieced. So you can break down now. So the fabric line is
Frisky by Zen Chic.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Such a fun fabric line.
And of course, the light is the grunge. If you see the grunge too, it's got, I don't know if you can see, but right in there kind of, there's a little bit of that tea leaf.
Oh, here. This bigger block.
Yeah.
Can you see it? I don't know if you can or not, but anyways, it's got a bit of a teal hint of it.
Yeah, it's so nice. It goes so well. So that is Simple Plaid by Thimbleblossoms or Camille Roskelley. Just get that glare off there. And it comes in 3 sizes. It's baby size, pro size, which is 60 by 75, and a queen size, which is 90 by 90. So
I love it. I love a pattern that comes in different sizes.
Yeah. So literally 3 fabrics, people. Could it be easier? I think not. That is easy peasy.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and then you got.
So, as I mentioned earlier, there's things I want to learn this year, and never was much for hand piecing, but I'm learning to love it. So, Cindy Lou taught me the hexagons, the English paper piecing. What size are these? 1.5 inches?
1.5 inches.
1.5 inches. I have a new addiction.
Yeah.
Seriously, I had to stop myself from doing these. Again, these I use the Calico line by Lori Holt. I had to stop myself so I could finish projects that I had on the go. But I love this. This is so much fun. And I think we're going to be doing more on paper piecing.
Yeah. You'll.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. And I don't know what I'm going to make yet. Right now I'm just enjoying the process and figuring it out. But it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So there's, I think I sort of touched, did I touch on it last time, or maybe I touched on it at our quilt group?
I think it was at our quilt group.
Okay, so there's a few different ways to do this, and like Wendy said, we're going to do some workshops in the shop, and one of them will be on paper piecing and the different ways you can do it. So these ones are glue basted, so you have your hexagon, you glue based. It's just a temporary glue, it's not permanent. So when you're all done, when this is circled, you'd pop out the center one and so on and so forth, right? But yeah, they're glue basted. You can also thread base them. There's a couple different methods, but once you get your hexagons all basted, then you start whip stitching them with a very, I don't think you can see that, a nice fine little whip stitch from the back side, and you can't even see on the right side. Sometimes you can see it a little bit. Some people like that you can see it a little tiny bit too, right? So, but it's a great travel project. You can take it anywhere in the vehicle, camping.
Might be a nice feature actually to add afterwards if you did like with some DMC thread.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and just added.
You could do
blanket stitch
or embroidered flowers in some of them, or hearts. You could do an embroidered heart. You could work it into your heart.
There would be 4 more right there.
You could embroider hearts randomly. Look at us thinking.
Yeah. But fun. I really enjoyed learning this. If you've ever overthought it again, like I do, don't. It's easy, it's fun, and it's
very doable.
Very doable and very take along. Stitch anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Stitch anywhere.
So watch for that, because like I said, we're going to start when the newsletter comes out, I don't know, in a couple weeks maybe.
I'm trying to do them all before the 10th of the month.
Okay. So we're going to set up some workshops over the next few months now. One of them is going to be paper piecing. Another one is going to be foundation piecing. So there's the log cabin foundation. So this is paper. It's just light paper. And you make the log cabin or half log cabin squares using this paper. And again, it's easy. People overthink it, right, sometimes. And if you go just step by step by step instead of going too far ahead at once, don't jump ahead, because then it can be intimidating. So if you just go step by step, you'll get it. Everybody, you know what, you can do
And
it.
this is machine.
Yes, you're doing this on your machine, and you're actually stitching on, so your fabric is placed underneath and you're stitching on the lines on top of the paper. And eventually you rip that paper off, so you don't even have the paper.
So is that the difference between English paper piecing and foundation paper piecing? Is this is machine and the other one's hand, or?
Well, that's one of the big differences. Yeah, I guess it is.
Okay.
So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So we're gonna set up some workshops, and basically what they're going to be is you pay for your space. So we're just gonna have so many spaces available throughout the day, and it'll run maybe 3 or 4 hours. You come in, and I'll show you how to foundation piece.
Learn a new skill.
Show you how to paper piece in those 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, and when you leave, you'll have a new project on the go.
You're going to have so many projects to do this summer while you're camping or at the cabin, you're traveling.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to keep you busy. Going to keep those hands stitching.
Yeah, so watch for that, because that's going to be coming in the newsletter. So
fun.
Yeah.
So much good stuff to come.
Yeah.
So, one other thing I did.
Right.
I feel like today's conversation is about overthinking projects. Our mom, as I've said before, could crochet and knit and everything. Cindy picked it up, lickety split, when we were kids. I don't know, maybe I just didn't want to when I was younger. Yeah, but over the years, I learned to crochet. I tried knitting. I once knit a sweater that probably could fit us both. That's when I quit knitting.
We've all done that.
So Mom used to do fun little projects, and so I bought this book. This is a Martingale book, and shout out to Martingale. You will be missed. You have fabulous books over the years, but this is a Martingale book, and it is called Boho Crochet. I am going to see if I can bring some in. Because we do carry some cotton yarns of Lori Holt's. I don't know how many we have now, maybe 20 or 30 different colors.
At least 30, I bet.
Yeah. So, but this is fun. It's boho crochet.
got some
So
great
many neat
patterns.
little projects in it.
Look
You
at
can
this
see
one for your cozy for your
for your
craft.
tea cozies, and these are for if you've got any little kiddos in your life. That's little hair flowers.
Oh,
yeah, they attach
on bobby
to
pins.
bobby pins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, one of the patterns was coasters, lacy coasters. So, yeah, I just
Cute.
sat down and did a set of lacy blah 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 coasters. So,
Spit it out.
fun. I didn't do them all the fun colors. I'm trying to use up some of my yarns. I'm a bit of a cotton junkie, so I'm using up some of my cotton yarns before I go out and buy a bunch more.
They look really good.
So
Really good.
yeah,
They're
but
cute.
yeah, really fun little project, right?
Yeah.
I think my daughter has already staked a claim on these ones as well.
Hey, she can make her own now.
I know she can. I know
Yeah.
she can. Yeah.
Send her the yarn.
I told her I was going to teach her new stitches this time before she went home.
Oh,
So she's learning it slowly, which is good.
yeah.
But yeah.
She's the younger generation. She can. She knows what to search for, how to search online for everything,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, YouTube, Google.
Yeah.
She watches videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they learned. So we didn't learn that way. We learned from our mothers, our grandmothers, classes,
Yeah.
whatever. But
And it's interesting, one thing I will talk about really quickly with crochet. Cindy and I both crochet, but we crochet completely differently. I say forward and backwards. One of us is forward, one of us is backwards. And when I watch how people crochet online, when I watch crochet videos, completely different styles out there.
it's like knitting. There's a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
People, because my oldest daughter knits and crochets and stuff too, but she knits a lot, and we knit totally different as well. So
Yeah. And I think it's the same with patterns and reading patterns and stuff. Is stick with what you know, with what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
And it works. It works over time.
if it works for you, it's right.
Yeah, we all interpret patterns differently. So yeah.
Even the knit or quilting ones and stuff too, right?
All of them. We all interpret quilting patterns different. So yeah, but same result in the end. So that's all that matters.
And enjoy it. Yeah.
And
if you enjoy it, you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my theory.
I had a chat with somebody actually because I was working on both of these over the weekend when I had that group in here, and one I was saying, oh, I'm trying to get my points right because you all are going to see my points. And
perfect point.
You know, you don't want to cut off too many points and stuff. And she says, you know what? I don't care that much about points. I do points, but I don't care that much about points. Yeah. And she goes, and that's just me. Yeah. But she gets her projects done, and her projects are always beautiful.
I bet.
So that's all that matters.
You know what? A lot of that stuff, years ago, I thought I used to worry a lot about that. And sometimes I do a little bit still too. But a lot of that stuff, once you quilt over it, you don't know. You don't notice it. And once you wash it...
Nobody looks for it.
No.
Everybody looks at the whole picture.
Yeah.
Nobody's going, oh, well, you were off by an eighth of an inch or whatever right there. Nobody looks at that. They're looking at the overall picture.
We are our own worst critics.
Absolutely.
When it comes to that thing.
Absolutely,
when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, we're our own worst critics.
Yeah. So go easy on yourself.
Yeah, and just enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your craft, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So,
but keep learning. Learn your whole life.
Yeah.
Learn your whole life. The other things I want to learn this year are Dresdens. Never done them before. Watched a ton of videos. Seen my sister do them. Never done them, but I'm going to do them. And then the other one is
maybe we'll do that as a workshop too.
Circles.
Oh, I've done those too. Yeah, I did a whole quilt years ago. One of my earliest quilts was it's a bullseye, but it was called Aunt Amy, and a lot of you that have known me for a while have seen that quilt and have done that quilt as well. And it's circles, and man, it's still to this day one of my favorite quilts.
Yeah,
it's old. The binding is worn because we've used it so much. I'm gonna have to replace the binding.
That's good. That's good. That's how a quilt should be.
Yeah. So it's one of my favorite ones, but that was circles. Yeah.
Yeah. So. If you're just a quilt lover and not a quilt maker, and you get a quilt from someone or you buy quilts, love those quilts. Quilts are meant to be loved. They're beautiful, but use them. Nothing makes a quilter happier than someone who uses their quilt. Yeah. And they're well loved.
Yeah. Mom and Dad used to, when I gave them quilts years ago, they just want to set them. They wouldn't want to touch them, or they wouldn't want to wash them or anything. And it was like, oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Put it on you. Cover up in your chair. So once they started doing that, they were worn.
Yeah.
Dad's, oh my gosh, when I got it back few months ago. It's worn. But,
and they get softer and softer, which is the best part, I think.
But
right?
now I use it in the chair. I cuddle up with it.
Perfect.
So yeah, it's nice and worn and loved and snuggly.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Right on.
Anyways, I think we're at the end here pretty much, but I just wanted to show this off because
it's beautiful.
It's some new fabric we got in.
It's called Mix It Up
by Moda. Oh, you guys, this one here is my favorite. I think it's everybody's favorite.
Everybody that sees it loves it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So we did up some long quarter rolls, and there's mostly blacks with kind of a creamy white. It's not a white. And then there's little taupey ones.
Beautiful line of fabric.
And
beautiful line of fabrics.
And reds. If you are a fan of shirtings, you know, the older shirting type fabrics, this is a great stash buster or filler. You need this in your stash. I could pet it and pet it.
You are petting it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we have these in store right now. So if you're interested, you know where to get them.
Come on out.
Yeah.
we got a couple other ones that came in the same package of this Achroma. Don't have pieces of them here, but I will post it on Instagram.
Oh, and it goes
there you go.
Really well with this.
It goes really, really well with this. And again, absolutely beautiful. One looks like paint splatters.
Yeah.
Would you call it paint splatters?
Yeah.
But fun. Yeah.
A fun, funky one. And the other one's a black background with a white floral all over it and stuff, and stunning fabrics.
Yeah.
Beautiful for a bag.
Yeah.
I actually took a piece of it home to do one of those.
One of the bags, weren't you going to do?
Well, not one of the bigger bags, but the this and that has a bag with sort of a window on the front, a clear vinyl window. And I've done one of those as a sample here in the shop. You can do charm squares or yardage. And I need a new one, and that fabric's going to be that bag.
Yes, it'll be nice. It'll be very nice. One more little quick thing I wanted to say before we sign off this time. In February 11th and February 18th, we are hosting Creations.
Great.
And she is doing her John duffel bag. The class is filling up. Check it out online. Check it out both on Tara's page and our page. It looks like a fun bag.
It's a duffel bag.
It's
in
a duffel
three
bag
different sizes.
in 3 different sizes. Yeah, and you're doing the mid-size one, and it's a gorgeous duffel bag.
Yeah.
It's got a ton of pockets and zippers and all sorts of wonderful stuff. The one thing I like about making your own bag is you make it yours. You choose any fabric that you want to make it yours. So check it out online, and
I'm taking that class. I want to learn how to make a duffel bag like that.
Cindy is taking that class. A couple other gals are taking that class. We had some new sign-ups over the weekend, so we're filling up. But if you're interested and you've ever wanted to make a duffel bag, check it out and come out and join us. It'll be a great class.
And what is it, $95?
$95 per person, and that includes your pattern.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Come and sit and have a class.
Yeah, enjoy it. It's 2 Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. roughly each Saturday, February 11th and February 18th.
Yeah, we have everything here in store to make it pretty much. We just have a few more findings, like clips to get in. But other than that, if you're looking for the fabric or the...
lots of fabric choices now, from canvases to linens to
2
cottons.
new canvases coming.
Yeah.
So that are really nice.
Yeah,
so, but it'll be a fun class.
It will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's
it.
Time to open the shop, I think.
That's a wrap.
We went longer this time. We're almost an hour. So,
Woo-hoo.
yeah. And anyways, remember to like and subscribe if you could, please. And we'll see you next month, eh?
Yeah. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.